Assalamu alaikum class. Hope so you have well understood the question number 1 of exercise 1.6, which was about the Cramer's rule and the matrix invariant method. Now we have to start the words problem of this exercise. I am going to take start from question number 2. First of all, we have to read the statement carefully. What is it? The length of a rectangle is 4 times its width. Find the perimeter of the rectangle. If the perimeter of the rectangle is 150 centimeter, find the dimensions of the rectangle. First of all, what is dimension? Dimensions means the length and the width of the rectangle. So we have to find the length and width of the rectangle. Whatever is unknown, we will suppose them with the variable. Suppose I am taking, we have to find the length and the width. So I will suppose length is equal to x or width is equal to y. You can take any variable because these are the unknowns. Okay, now we will make the equations according to the statement of the question. What is the statement? The length of a rectangle is 4 times its width. Up to here, we will get the first equation. The length of the rectangle, just we have to convert this statement into mathematical form. The length of a rectangle. What we have supposed, the length of the rectangle is x. So instead of this length of the rectangle, we will write just x. Now S means is equal to 4 times its width. 4 times its width. What is width? Y. Now we will make the standard form of the linear equation. X, this is plus 4y. On the other side it will be minus 4y is equal to 0. Now this is our equation number 1. Now we will read the rest of the statement. If the perimeter of the rectangle is 150 centimeter. Now recall the formula of the perimeter of the rectangle. What is it? It is 2 times length plus breadth. Okay, now we have to write this in mathematical form. If the perimeter of the rectangle, what is the formula of perimeter of the rectangle? 2 times length plus breadth. So what we are having length, 2 times length is x plus width is y is equal to 150 centimeter. 150. We will not write unit here. At the end of the question, when we will find the values of x and y, we will write the units then. Okay, now you can divide this 2 on the other side, or you can multiply this 2 with both variables. In both the cases, you will get the same answer. Now our x plus y is equals to 150 divided by 2, which is equals to 75. So now we are having the equation number 2, that is x plus y is equal to 75. You can write both equations like this: x minus 4y is equals to 0, x plus y is equals to 75. Now you are having the set of these linear equations. Now you can solve it with the invariant or Cramer's rule, whatever it is in the demand of the question, right? Okay class, the next question is question number 3. Two sides of a rectangle differ by 3.5 centimeter. Find the dimensions. Again we have to find the dimensions, means we have to find the length and width. So we will suppose the length and width like x and y. Let length is equal to x and width is equal to y. Now we will make the equations according to the statements. Two sides of a rectangle differ by, differ means their subtraction. Two sides of a rectangle differ by 3.5 centimeter. And what are the two sides? Their length and width. It means this is the length and this is the width. Their difference means we will subtract them. X minus y is equal to 3.5 centimeter. So this is the equation number 1 according to our statement. Now for the equation number 2, again we will check the rectangle, find the dimensions of the rectangle if its perimeter is 67 centimeter. Again we will put the formula of perimeter, which is 2 times its length plus width. And what is length and width? This is x plus y. So 2 times x plus y will be equals to 67. right? Now you can divide this 67 on the other side, or you can multiply. We can multiply like 2x plus 2y is equals to 67. This will be your equation number 2. Okay, with the now you will follow the same steps as we have done in question number 2 for matrix, question number 1 for matrix invariant and for Cramer. You are having two sets of equations. You can solve it with any method. Okay, now the question number 4 is there. The third angle of an isosceles triangle is 16 less than the sum of the two equal angles. Find the three angles of the triangle. Now these questions are about the triangle. First of all, you have to check which type of the triangle is this. In this question, we are having the isosceles triangle. Which type of the isosceles triangle is this? Means the isosceles triangle is that triangle in which you are having two same base angles. Means base angles are same. So, and the third angle, they have given the third angle of an isosceles triangle is this is the condition of the third angle of the triangle. So we will suppose, and what is the rest of the statement, that the sum of the two equal 16 less than the sum of the two equal angles, find the three angles of the triangles. Means we are having the condition that third angle of an isosceles triangle is equals to 16 less than the sum of the two equal angles. Means we are having two base angles which are equal and their sum is there, and third angle is equal to 16 less than the sum of these equal angles. Okay, first of all we will suppose, obviously the angles are unknown, so we will suppose angles. Let the sum of the two equal angles, as the angles are equal, if I am supposing one angle is equal to x, obviously then other angle will also be equals to x. So I am supposing the sum of equal angles. If I am supposing it equals to x, so sum will be equals to x plus x, which will be equals to 2x. Now I am supposing the third angle. The third angle is equal to y. Now according to the statement, I will make the equation. The third angle of an isosceles triangle is third angle of, what is third angle? I have supposed it like y. Third angle of an isosceles triangle is means is equal to, now again 16 less than the sum of the two equal angles. 16 is less from what? The sum of the two equal angles. 2x minus 16. We cannot write it like 16 minus 2x. It means 2x is less than 16. But in the question, it is 16 less than the sum of the equal angles. So we have to write 16 less than means minus from which sum of the two equal angles. Now we will make the linear equation, the standard form of the linear equation. Firstly we will write the variable x. This is the variable x. We can write it when we will shift its location, it will be minus 2x and then plus y is equal to, as it is, minus 16. Just we have shifted this x before y because it was plus, on the other side it is now minus. Okay, now we have to make the second equation. The second equation we will make with the help of the sum of the angles of the triangle. As you know that sum of the angle of a triangle is equals to 180. Means we are having three angles of a triangle. It is equals to 180. Okay, now check. We are having three angles. Two are same and we have supposed them x and x. So it will be x, x, and the third angle is y. So what will be the equation? X plus y is equals to 180. According to the sum of the angles of the triangle, we can write x plus y is equals to 180, and then x plus x is 2x. 2x plus y is equals to 180. This is our equation number 2. And this was equation number 1. Now you will make its matrix form and then you can solve it with any method according to the demand of the question. Okay, next is the question number 5, which is about the triangle again. Now first of all, again we will check the type of the triangle. What is the type of triangle in this question? This is right triangle. Okay, what type of the right triangle is there? The right triangle is a triangle in which one angle is of 90 degrees and rest of the two angles are acute. What is the meaning of acute? Acute angles are less than 90. Means in right triangle we are having one angle 90 degrees and rest of the two angles are less than 90 degrees. Now what is the condition? One acute angle of a right triangle is 12 more than twice the other acute angle. Means first of all we have to suppose the two acute angles. Suppose let one acute angle is equals to x and the other acute angle is equals to y. Now according to the statement, one acute angle of a right triangle is one acute angle. I have taken it as x. So one acute angle is equal to 12 more than 12 more. Now we will put plus sign here. 12 more than twice the other acute angles. What is the other acute angle? It is y. So what will be its twice? It will be 2y. Right? One acute angle, that is x, is equal to 12 more than twice the other acute angle. Other acute angle is y. So twice the other acute angle will be 2y. Now again we will arrange this equation, x minus 2y. This is plus 2y on the other side. On this side it will be minus. X minus 2y is equals to 12. This is your equation number 1. Okay, next equation, again we will make it with the help of sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Now check what angles are there. First angle we are having x plus second angle is y plus what is the third angle? Third angle will be of 90 degree because it is a right triangle. We know that the one angle is 90 degree. This is confirmed. X plus y plus 90 degree is equals to 180. Okay, now we have to make the standard form of this linear equation. It will be x plus y is equals to 90 will be shifted on the other side. It will be 180 minus 90 is equals to 90. So second equation is x plus y is equals to 90 degrees. These are the two equations. You can solve it with any method. Next is question number 6. Two cars that are 600 km apart are moving towards each other. Their speeds differ by 6 km per hour. We don't know their speeds. We just know their difference is 6 km per hour. And the cars are 123 meter apart after 4.5 hours. Find the speed of each car. Look what is the situation. Two cars that are moving towards each other. It will be from this side, right? Okay. Two cars are moving towards each other. And what is their difference? Their difference is two cars that are 600 km. Firstly, they are 600 km apart from each other. But with the passage of the time, means after 4.5 hours, their distance is now 123. Obviously, they are moving towards each other, and with the passage of the time, their distance will decrease. So now their distance after 4.5 hours is 123 km. Okay, now we have to make the equations. First of all, what are the unknown values? The unknown values in this question are the speeds of the car. So first of all, we will suppose let the speed of the cars are x and y. Okay, first equation is their speed differ by 6 km per hour. Means what is the speed? Means their difference x minus y. Their difference is given. What is this? 6 km. Now it is our equation number 1. Now from the rest of the statement we have to make the equation number 2. Okay, before starting the equation number 2, we have to recall some physics formula, that is S is equals to V multiplied by T. What is S? S is the distance. What is V? V is the speed, and this is time. Okay, I have told you in the start the cars were at the distance of 600 kilometer from each other, and with after 4.5 hours, now their distance is 123. So we have to subtract this distance to get the actual distance. 600 minus 123 is equals to, this is speed. So what is the speed of the car? The speeds of the cars are x and y. As they are moving towards each other, so we will add their speeds, x plus y. And what is the time? With the passage of the time, that is given 4.5 hours, it is 4.5 hours. Is it clear? This is the distance. Distance in the start was 600, and after some time they have again covered some distance of 123 kilometer. Means in the start they were having the distance of this, now they are having this distance, so we will subtract the total distance. Okay, this 4.5 hours we can write it like this. 4 into 2 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9. So we can write it directly by like 9 by 2. Okay, what is 600 minus 123? It is 477 is equals to x plus y. Now this 2 is dividing on this side. On this side it will be multiplied, and this 9 is in numerator, so it will be in the denominator on the other side. Now 477 multiplied by 9 is 954 divided by 9. Okay, 9 into 1 is 9, and then 0, then 9 into 6 is 54. Now we are having this equation number 2. We can write it like x plus y is equals to 106. This is your equation number 2.